What's happening, y'all? It's your boy A.D. Scholar. You already know. And this is the Scholar Report. And, we took a little hiatus for last week and a half, just trying to refocus on a couple of things and figure out what I wanted to do with this. Realized that the Scholar Report was giving me an opportunity to really speak on some things. And, I want to share news and I want to bring, entertainment information to people and all. But I also realized when you have a platform where you can actually speak some, maybe you want to spark a little conversation. So, about a week ago, started a conversation on Facebook. Anybody knows I really get crazy on Facebook sometimes, where I commented on the fact that all these journalists kept referring to President Obama as Mr. Obama. And it left me feeling a little uneasy because I was trying to understand why is it that all these other presidents prior, and even after they've left office, they've still remained president. They've still been given the same respect that comes with the position. And yes, people may argue that, there's way more important things about, going on right now in the world that we need to worry about than figuring out, why do we call him Mr. versus President. But I think it speaks to a larger point where I think we've just gotten to a place where there is no value in certain things anymore. I think everyone thinks that they're entitled to an opinion, and you are. But there's a point where there still has to be some sense of respect. And I think, do I feel this way because he's our first black president? I don't know. It's a possibility that the first black president doesn't get the type of respect that he should. Again, I'm not speaking to policy. I'm not speaking to what he's done in the position. I don't think, if you want to really go into that space, I don't think anyone could have come into the position that he was in and actually been able to really create the environment that I think a lot of people hope would have came out of his election. I think he was more symbolic of a sentiment than the actuality of creating the type of change. There's way too much going on in government, too many players, too many people involved, too many big dollars involved for one guy to come in and really try to change some things, despite the fact that people will refer to him and say he's the president. Why can't he? Go back to social studies. There's reasons why the president can't just do things. It's called 3 branches of government. Figure that out, right? But with that said, I think it's important for us to recognize that sometimes we may get a little too caught up in, so I feel something, I can say something. Yeah, you're entitled to speak, but sometimes the man who doesn't speak is probably the most wise man in the room. And I mean, I guess I'm just speaking at this particular point, but I want there to be some kind of dialogue here, I think, with people when it comes to just expressing your thoughts. I'll make a quick other point. LeBron James. So people have had numerous conversations about the LeBron decision to go to Miami and why that was a positive thing, negative thing, what have you. He's a man. Why can't he make a decision to do something that'll make him happy? And why is it my business or my place to judge him for that decision? I think this has been an ongoing thing with our society right now. We spend more time, looking for ways for me to tell you you're wrong, as opposed to saying, maybe I can understand where you come from. And I guess that's my point. Maybe we need to spend a little more time figuring out if we can understand where each other come from, as opposed to stating you're wrong, or I can do it better, or you ain't worth shit. And that's what it feels like we're in that space right now. And listen, the Scholar Report is here to inform and exchange, but ultimately for us to engage in conversation. And this is what I ask. Think about the conversations you have with people and ask yourself, how many times have you said something to someone and stated it as fact, as opposed to understanding your opinion is an opinion and that you're prepared for an exchange with someone about that opinion and be willing to listen to another idea besides your own. Again, just throwing some stuff out there, maybe shake it up, think about it, come back to the table and see what happens. Any thoughts, opinions, anything you can add or share with me to make this better and more informative, more helpful, and more engaging, please share. I look forward to hearing from you guys. This has been the Scholar Report. I am A.D. Scholar. Peace.